There is a kind of promise that changes everything, but also demands everything. A promise that does not remove fear, but gives meaning to it. And that is exactly what began to spread among those who chose to believe, even when everything seemed lost. Before continuing, subscribe to the channel, comment, and leave your like, because this message might reach someone who needs it today. Reading of the day. A reading from the book of the Acts of the Apostles, Acts 13:26-33. When Paul came to Antioch in Pisidia, he said in the synagogue, "My brothers, children of the family of Abraham, and those others among you who are God-fearing, to us this word of salvation has been sent." The inhabitants of Jerusalem and their leaders failed to recognize him, and by condemning him, they fulfilled the oracles of the prophets that are read Sabbath after Sabbath. For even though they found no grounds for a death sentence, they asked Pilate to have him put to death. And when they had accomplished all that was written about him, they took him down from the tree and placed him in a tomb. But God raised him from the dead, and for many days he appeared to those who had come up with him from Galilee to Jerusalem. These are now his witnesses before the people. We ourselves are proclaiming this good news to you, that what God promised our fathers he has brought to fulfillment for us, their children, by raising up Jesus. As it is written in the 2nd Psalm, "You are my son, this day I have begotten you." Gospel of the day, from the Gospel according to John, 14:2, 1-6. Jesus said to his disciples, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You have faith in God, have faith also in me. In my Father's house there are many dwelling places. If there were not, would I have told you that I am going to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back again and take you to myself, so that where I am, you also may be. Where I am going, you know the way." Thomas said to him, "Master, we do not know where you are going. How can we know the way?" Jesus said to him, "I am the way, and the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." The words of the popes. Jesus sees the disciples' distress. He sees their fear of being abandoned, just as happens to us when we are forced to separate from someone we care for. And so, he says, "I go to prepare a place for you, that where I am, you may be also." VV 2:2-3. Jesus uses the familiar image of home, the place of relationships and intimacy. In the Father's house, he says to his friends, and to each one of us, there is room for you. You will be received forever with the warmth of an embrace, and I am in heaven to prepare a place for you. He prepares for us that embrace with the Father, the place for all eternity. Brothers and sisters, this word is a source of consolation, and it is a source of hope for us. Jesus did not separate himself from us, but rather opened the way for us, anticipating our final destination, the encounter with God the Father, in whose heart there is a place for each one of us. So, when we experience fatigue, bewilderment, and even failure, let us remember where our life is headed. We must not lose sight of the destination, even if today we run the risk of overlooking it, of forgetting the final questions, the important ones. Where are we going? Where are we headed? What is worth living for? Without these questions, we flatten our life only into the present. We think we must enjoy it as much as possible and end up living day by day, without purpose, without a goal. Instead, our homeland is in heaven. Cf. Phil. 3:20. Let us not forget the greatness and the beauty of our destination. Pope Francis, Regina Coeli, 7 May 2023. What this message truly reveals is not just a teaching, but a confrontation with reality. Because deep down, everyone has felt fear about the future. Everyone has faced moments of uncertainty, and right there comes a statement that leaves no room for doubt. I am the way, the truth, and the life. This is not just a phrase, it is a decision, a call to trust completely. Because following a path means letting go of control. The disciples felt this. They were afraid. They did not fully understand what was happening. Yet they were given a promise. There is a place prepared. And that changes everything. Because once you understand there is a purpose, fear loses its power. So now the question is simple. Do you know which path you are following? If this message spoke to you, subscribe to the channel, comment, and leave your like so this message can reach more people.